Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? That hits the spot. Another day before us. Lots of opportunities to choose from. I had a struggle yesterday with a friend, not with a friend, but I called a friend because I was struggling with something. And he said, first of all, I'm not going to solve your problems. Second of all, I am going to lay out your options, right? Like any good friend, he didn't try to fix. He was just there. And he said, the options are yours. And he laid them all out. You could do this, 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 or this. And I calmed right down when I heard his words. And he said, you also need to hear me tell you something. And then he proceeded to tell me exactly what my spirit needed to hear. And it was that I'm doing a good job. You see, I'm very good at telling other people they're doing a good job. But I'm at a stage of life right now where many people disagree with how I'm handling things. They don't like certain things about how I proceed with life. And even if they are not saying you're doing it wrong, they are not saying you're doing it right. And I get that because they wouldn't make the same choices because they're not in the same situation, etc., etc., etc. Guess what? We're all individuals and unique. They can't know what they would do because they've never been in my shoes. But when my friend did not try to fix, he said this, this, or this. You know what he did for me? He gave me back control. Not wicked control, removing it from God's hand, but he gave me back a sense of, okay, I can breathe, I can do this. Every choice that he gave or outlined for me was a godly choice. So there was no, well, you could do this or this, and one's following Jesus and one is not. It wasn't like that at all. It was just make your choice. None of them will be wrong. And I was like, whoa. And the ability to dream and pray returned. My spirit settled, and it was the wisest decision. And you know what else? I don't owe him a reason for why I choose whatever I choose. And he never tried to make it as though. And he hasn't called to say, hey, what are you choosing? Huh? Huh? What are you choosing? No, none of that. It was just, here you go, Mare. Here are your choices. So today, friend, I give you the choice too. Because right now you feel as though we live in a world where there's no choices. You're weary. You're exhausted by following other people's rules and doing what other people say you need to do. You're exhausted by the news that yet another young man was arrested and detained by police. Didn't matter that he was wearing a military uniform. He was black. Ripped out of his car. And you're exhausted and you don't know what to do. And that overwhelms you. When you have so many good choices to choose from, sometimes that can be overwhelming. Doing the good work can sometimes be overwhelming. So it's a choose your own adventure day. You choose your adventure. You choose that when you hear a news story that you're going to react in grace and love. And although you cannot fix whatever's happening in the story, you can take a moment to create space and pray for the situation at hand. And God, open my eyes to something local that I can be a part of. You choose whether you listen to the news at all. Doesn't mean you're ignorant. I said yesterday that not knowing isn't the best way either. Like keeping it off for long stretches of time uh, might not be the best, but right now, a day, not starting the day with news, whatever that looks like, it's your adventure. It's your choice. It's your life. And you're not going to do what I would do because I'm my own person and you are your own person. So when you lean into Jesus, lean in. He will iron everything else out. But sometimes the fact that you have to choose after months and months and months of being told you can't choose, you don't have the ability to choose, you have to do A, B, C. You get a choice. And you got to flip it on its head and reframe it. You have a choice whether you're going to put your feet flat on the ground and breathe. Sometimes that's the only choice you have, but it is the most important choice of the day. So choose today and make your day an awesome choose your own adventure. Sweet dreams, my friends. Have a great day. Enjoy the adventure.